Alright, we are actually live, aren't we? Isn't this mic working now, please? Yes! Alright, it's the Outer Worlds. I've been waiting for this for so long, and I was so excited to play it last night until, you know, Xbox Direct-to-Switch streaming didn't work. Yes, another reason to get a capture card, but, you know, need to get a fucking computer that can make use of it first. But, yeah, fucking Outer Worlds. I'm very excited. Very, very excited to see how this goes. I've been hearing so much about it. I just listened to the Giant Beast cast talk about it for a bit, while trying to not spoil myself too much. I'm very, very, very excited to see where all this goes. It sounds like exactly what I want, and exactly what Bethesda games do wrong for me has been kind of fixed with this, hopefully. Even, you know, I've not played Fallout New Vegas before. Not fully, anyway, so, you know, I have played, Coulter. So, well, let's see where it goes. Let's see how Obsidian do in 2019 for an RPG video game. Okay, let's have a look at settings first. Right, what have we got? We've got our master levels. I assume my voice is okay over the... Yeah, okay. That's quite loud. You know, if at any point it fucks up, we'll see. Right, conversation subtitles, sure. Okay. Go with that. And what about controls? Right, we'll try controller sensitivity at 33. I have my own likes for how fast I do a 360 and all that, so as everyone should. Show player helmet. Show your helmet when you have one equipped. Uncheck this to keep your head visible at all times. This will not affect your equipment or stats. Yeah, sure, let's keep the helmets on. Enable tutorials, we'll keep that going, and tutorial notifications. Auto-collapse inventory. Auto-collapse item cells and inventory screen to prevent empty spaces from appearing. Okay, sure, why not? Right. Select whether you prefer to see the stats shown in the top right of weapon tooltips as DPS or damage. DPS, show how much damage the weapon can cause per second when continuously fired if all projectiles hit. This does not factor in reload time or magazine size. Show how much damage the weapon can cause with a single shot if all projectiles are hit. Okay. Show base item stats. Okay, we'll see the base item stats without my own influence. Show dialogue skill stats only when close. Dialogue skill stats during conversation always. Dialogue skill stats are always shown only when close. Only show dialogue skill stats if you're close to succeeding. Never. Okay, we'll go with default. We'll play how the yeah, we'll have floating damage text too, sure. Dialogue choices don't appear well until the speakers finish talking. Yeah, okay, we'll keep it with that, because I would rather, like, not get fucked over. Or not, like, see what my options are, you know, beforehand. Okay, so show quest notifications, update notifications in the HUD, timed fade. Okay, we'll keep the HUD on for this one, I think. Might for the Supernova playthrough, might go without a HUD, maybe. Companion outline, show an outline around companions so they stand out from other NPCs. I'll leave that off, try and keep some sort of immersion going with trying to spot our buddy. Area names, time fade, and level up reminders. Show reminders when you have unspent skill or perk point every time you travel to a new area. Yeah, sure. Why not? Alright. We are going for hard mode. They have more health. If you reduce difficulty below Supernova, you cannot re-enable it. Enemies have more health and deal more damage. You must eat. Crippled body and limb conditions can only be healed with bed rest. Okay, no, I think we'll go hard. I've seen people say normal mode can be quite easy, even if hard can be a bit of a dick in the first few hours, so I guess we'll see how that goes. We can always drop it down if for the first few fights if it's pretty bad, I suppose. But the plan is to do a full hard mode playthrough first, no matter how grim it gets, especially seeing as it's been a while since I played an RPG of this style, and then do a Supernova playthrough afterwards, checking out different options, possibly going full villain with that, as seems to be, judging from the community, the general way people are going to go. So, yeah. Yeah, sure, we'll keep all that going. Okay! Halcyon.
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
So much stutter in this opening FMV.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
Okay, just give me 1 second. I want to see if other people are having right, stutter Outer Worlds Xbox. Okay, just people complaining about the PC version. We'll see later on. I'm kind of worried now after that. Okay, strength. Okay, so we've got 6 points remaining. So if
Good metabolism.
Okay.
High likelihood of digesting saltuna.
Okay, so strength affects melee weapon damage and the amount you can carry. Affected skills: one-handed melee, two-handed melee. Heavy weapons, block, inspiration, and intimidation. Okay, so I can remove stuff as well to gain more points. Okay. Below average intelligence, critical hit damage is drastically reduced. Words are hard, thinking no good. Dumb dialogue options unlocked. That could be a thing for a second playthrough. I'd like to go for some high intelligence, just for like science kind of things. Play it as like hacking and that kind of thing.
I remember when we had those.
Okay. My dexterity is one-handed melee, handguns, dodge, block, sneak, and lockpick.
Slippery fingers. You'll need to be careful handling those chemicals.
Right, weapon durability loss is increased if you go for a lower
Rather
dexterity.
anemic, but at least you'll fit in.
100% tactical time dilation. Okay. Alright, well then. Right, perception is handguns, long guns, heavy weapons, dodge, lockpick, engineering. I think I'd like to go high on that. Or good on that. We'll go good on that. Right, charm. Yeah, sure. We'll go with that. Temperament is for lying.
I hope you won't yell at me the moment I wake you up.
No passive health regeneration. Okay. I think health regeneration will be important for this. So yeah, we'll keep strength and dexterity at normal, average. I'm almost tempted to drop one of them and try and increase one of these, maybe even temperament a bit more for extra health regen. But seems like it'd be alright for a starter. Maybe. Hopefully. I guess we'll see how it goes. Okay, right, well that's that out of the way, right? Okay. Right, so skills. We've got 2 points available for skills.
You had a hand in everyone's pocket.
Right, what does medical do? Alright, the medical skill increases the healing amount provided from items and science. Plasma and shock damage weapons. Science also improves the special effects for science weapons. Higher science skills unlock the ability to tinker any weapon or armor in the workbench, increasing their power. Engineering skill will reduces the armor parts and weapons parts needed to repair your equipment. Maybe that one. Right, you got your leadership damage inflicted by your companion. The determination skill will increase the maximum health of your companion. Leadership might be one to go down eventually, depending on how well the companions go. I'm really thinking heavily on either tech and stealth. It's out of these three, I think. Dialogue, stealth, and tech. So what was science again? Science was plasma weapons and also being able to tinker.
Subtle and discreet.
I think stealth and dialogue.
Exactly what I need.
Stealth and dialogue would be probably the. Okay, so humans have a 20% chance to cower in fear for 3 seconds after you hit them. That's interesting. 15% chance automech chemicals will slowly attack other enemies instead of you for 10 seconds. Terrified. 20% chance creatures will become terrified and flee for 10 seconds after you kill one. And then yeah, sneaking. Unlock the ability to sell goods for the vending machines. Yeah, sure, okay, that sounds nice. Sure. sure, but I mean, hacking seems important. Medical seems like it would be a good choice too, but we'll go what we have. I did select those two, yeah, okay. Right, aptitude. Colonist sounded like a nice entry-level based career for a person of your skills, expanding humanity's reach by civilizing the cosmic frontier was ambitious enough without worrying about your day job. You had the rest of your life to decide how to be useful in Hallison. Beverage service technician. The Hallison colony needs good people, but it will settle for ones who can mix a memorable drink. As a human cocktail shaker, you've made concoctions that could end wars or fuel skip drives. You're still trying to balance out the flavors of a truly signature old-fashioned, though. Okay, so that drink effect duration increased by 3%. That's determination increased by 1%. This increases block. So, bureaucrat, rank 0. The universe operates on laws, and laws require paperwork. Hallison is no exception. If something isn't stamped, filed, unfiled, referenced, redacted, certified, indexed, and numbered, then it might as well not exist, birth certificate included. Okay, cashier, subgrade, non-supervisory. No transaction is finished without a smile. You live for the ka-chunk of a bit cartridge getting inserted right side up, the redemption of loyalty points, and the promise of a good day. Come back real soon, but by now are more than empty words. They're a promise and a standard you intend on carrying to the frontier. So that increases persuade by 1. Construction electrician class, wire spooler. Contrary to popular belief, cable management is an art form. Something about hiding electrical wiring behind panels to maximize airflow just makes you sigh with relief. Colonists don't need to worry about the bypasses and workarounds that keep the power flowing, less you're burdened to shoulder. So shock damage is received -3%. So this is elevator operations specialist. A proper lift goes up and down. Anyone who thinks otherwise isn't fit to wear the badge. Being a specialist means something where you come from. A commitment to upward and downward mobility that doesn't have a price tag, so that's engineering +1. Factory worker, conveyor operator. This increases dodge. Safety and efficiency don't always go hand in hand, which is why so many of your co-workers at the factory were computers. You survived the trenches of the assembly line long enough to know that when a hydraulic press just wants to pancake some fingers. Thankfully, you managed to keep all of yours. Farmer, dirt. You got into this business for the tubers, but you stayed for the ploughing, planting, praying, and plucking, or pruning and plucking. It isn't honest work if you come home clean. Worms need dirt, and food needs worms. You're doing your part for the worms, right? Aptitude bonus. Enride damage received -3%. Food additive tester. Sometimes quality control means sampling a delicious boost smoothie. Is that what that says? I can barely read it from this distance with the gold background and that as well. Most of the time it means swallowing toxins until you find one that stays down. You love a good surprise. Now that your stomach lining has the consistency of a broken-in saddle, it's easy to explore your culinary limits. Right, janitors. The food effect duration +3%. Right, janitor sanitation class. You spend your evenings kneeling over ominous stains with a bottle of caustic solvent and absorbent rag. How the blood got there is irrelevant. Above your pay grade and beneath your interests. You're an artist of erasure. When you're on the job, there's no trace to be found. Corrosion damage received -3%. Tossball team mascot. There isn't a problem in all the cosmos that team spirit and a big stick couldn't solve together. Your last major head injury in the field knocked some extra cheer into you, and you've been a rising star Tossball's competitive mascot food chain ever since. It doesn't matter that no one knows your face under the mask, you share glory with the team. Right, so that increases inspiration, so that's a leadership thing. This increases medical technician junior grade. Prior to leaving Earth, you earned the trust of a medical community's most esteemed junior surgeons who entrusted you with stuffing cotton balls into pill bottles. Experience in the job made you realize that diagnosing illness doesn't take a formal education when it's search terminal and all the imagination will do the trick. Okay. Safety inspector. In your line of work, the corporation's bottom line needs more protection than its personnel. Guardrails aren't free, thermal shielding needs replacing, and a hatch that needs reliability is a luxury. Or that seals reliably. You're on the vanguard of ensuring that every possible expense is spared, since corners don't do themselves yet. You prefer to think of workplace accidents as happy little coincidences. Plasma damage received -3%. Right, this is science and this is one-handed melee. You've cleaned out enough test tubes to develop a new instinct for what goes in them and why. Maybe you didn't get in this business to mop up the leavings of failed experiments, but that isn't part of the job. Even if you can't unsee what happens in the lab, you can learn from them. You can at least learn from the mistakes and enjoy some colourful experiences, where that increases science by 1. And then, sub-sous chef. The hierarchy for modern kitchen is a ladder of many rungs. Your role as a assistant to the second deputy chef's aide is one of the middling distinction, but you are honoured to pour your heart into the ritual emptying of grease pans and the back-breaking labour of gravy restoration. You're holding out for that advancement to poultry inspection, which is due any year now. Okay. Science, medical, inspiration, dodge engineering. Sure, let's. I think we should probably go persuade +1. So we'll be a cashier. So we'll be a happy-go-lucky person, or at least that's what we were in our previous life, back on Earth. Move on from.
I can be reasonably sure you know how to add and subtract.
Yeah, that's me. That's definitely me all over. Now, do I want to be a female or a male? Okay, well, have a look at the female faces first. We've got 15 different heads. Skin tone. Okay, that just increases the size of the brow. Take back a bit. Okay, so that spreads them out a tad. Let's bring them in slightly closer. Right, yeah, that just changes the brow that way. Alright, hold on. Brow horizontal. Well, that was a bit wide. Alright, eye size. Oh, wow. Okay, we can go really. Let's make them a bit small. Eye verticality, bring them down a tad. That just gives us a big forehead. Can we? Is forehead one of the things we can change? Where's... Doesn't seem so. Okay. Vertical jaw placement. Bring it up. Eye size. We have a big gob from being a cashier, so... Okay. Bring the nose down slightly. Nose tilt. Yeah, we'll tilt it that way. Nose width. Make it a bit wide. How high do we want the nose? What about our cheeks? I fill out our cheeks a bit. Right, hair. Hairstyle. Oh yeah, that totally suits. I don't know, I like this one, I think. No, we won't go crazy in the facial hair. Okay. We don't want to be too dirty. I mean, we're a cashier, we got a thing, but we did get a scar. I like that next scar. Okay, well, we'll do an eye scar. Right, we'll age her up a bit too. Oh shit, you can go really far with the aging. Okay. Okay, I think that's fine. Right, name. Let's go with Erica. I don't know why Erica has come to mind. Erica. Erica Clark. Okay. Yeah.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
Please power down your engines and prepare to be...
Not likely, bootlickers. Initiate skip jump.
Status. Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down to 90%. Hip drive is
Shit.
inoperable.
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? A bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck!
'60th anniversary of the Hope's disappearance. Crouching is useful, activates stealth, improves your accuracy, and makes you a smaller target. Okay. We'll see how to, we'll...
Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry. I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
Okay. He's a bit weird, but he did rescue me at least.
You've landed. Good. Hawthorne should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste.
Jesus,
Hawthorne
this is
won't
fucking
mind you
beautiful.
taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
This looks so good, right? Anything we can get from around here? Okay, dodgy bit of land there, it looks like. Okay, there's quite a bit of acceleration eventually on the movement, so... Hello. Bye. Oh. Hello. Hi. Hey, hey, little buddy. Feel him here. Yeah. Let's jump, as we've already established. Let's teach us to crouch. L3 to sprint. While sneaking, use tall grass, rocks, or other cover to hide from enemies. Use this to sneak past enemies or sneak up and initiate combat. Okay. Take that. Nothing lootable in the pot.
See now, you've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
There's a sprat. You're low health, use emergency medical inhaler to heal. Each activation consumes 1 adreno.
Hey, you, come here.
How do I use an adreno? Settings. Is there an option under controls or button layout?
You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, law, that stings.
Okay. Well, we've got some medical stuff, so we'll patch him up.
Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. Spacer's choice doesn't like us accepting outside help.
Yeah, let's find
We
out
were
what
on
happened.
patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters.
Right, what's this about marauders? What were you doing out here? You're hiding in a cave and you blocked off the exit. You're as good as dead.
Investigating an illegally grounded ship. All spacecraft must arrive and depart from authorized landing pads. That's board law, that is. Some hull had grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh?
Line 1, someone grounded their ship illegally. I'll hunt them down for you.
Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo, not counting the bullet in my side. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Yes, nailed it that time.
Okay.
You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's Choice community. Edgewater's a little ways down. Prettiest place in the Vale. Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous salt tuna. The Hope? Is that some sort of fancy new drug? Are you with Auntie Cleo or something? Don't take this the wrong way or nothing, but I'm not allowed to fraternize with Cleo workers. Company policy. You hit your head or something?
Yeah,
You're
okay,
in Emerald Vale, where
let's check and
Edgewater's
make sure. Okay. So we have a gun. So I do have to shoot those. Let me just stand back just to be sure. There's nothing else to take from here, no. I already checked these.
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the... This...
Hibernation complications detected. Tactical time dilation. Due to complications stemming from being revived after an extended hibernation, your brain processes time differently. Pressing the tactical time dilation (TTD) button slows down the world, giving you time to think as well as take action. You have a limited time in this mode. Standing still drains your TDD meter very slowly, while moving and attacks drain it faster. The TTD meter refreshes slowly over time. Okay. That's right bumper. Fuck. Okay. Okay. Let's dodge. Okay. Got some Adreno. Use that Adreno. Load. Another Adreno. That's nice. Hacking and picking locks. Your hacking and lockpick skills help you get into places you're not meant to. Mag picks are used to break open locks, and bypass shunts are used to break computer encryption. The text could be just be like a smidge higher for the font. If your skill is high enough to break the security, you will see how many mag picks or shunts you need and how long it will take. Raising your skill will lower the number of items used and speed up the process. Okay. Yeah, sure, well, let's pick up a mock apple and a bunch of nanners. So got mag picks. Need another mag pick. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, sure, let's open this. Telescoping staff. The iconic Spacer's Choice telescoping staff can be modified in many ways for additional costs now available in Mark II. Okay. Sure, let's take it. For a new weapon, press the weapon switch button allows you to rotate between the weapons you have equipped in the inventory screen. Okay, so that's the saber and this is the staff. Okay, the saber does extra DPS, but it's one-handed. Special effect bleed. The telescoping staff does knockdown though, even though it only does 54 DPS. It's damage per hit though. I didn't mean to store that. Take. Okay. Right, so there. Right. You can have the 4 weapons equipped at a time by navigating in the weapon to the weapon, then selecting the weapon slot at the top of the screen. Okay. On this page, you can also inspect your weapons, compare them, flog them or junk or break them down for parts. Players with the engineering skill can repair weapons on the screen as well. Take care of all your TNL weapons, and they'll take care of your enemies. Melee weapons with a 3-swing combo. Fish sticks. Okay, I think that's everything from here, right? I mean, I'd like to sneak up on one and, oh shit, right, okay. So I got through all that. A few more adrenals at least. Back up to full health. Okay. So there isn't like a melee button, is there, for like up close, as in like to like execute someone? It's under settings. What am I doing? Right, why am I taking so long with all this? Right. Aim, block, hold as a power attack. Okay, maybe I should have held. Next weapon, crouch, sneak, jump, reload, talk, interact. Hold is to holster weapon. Okay. It's good to know. Companion ability, companion move, companion special ability, companion attack. Click to sprint on that. Right stick is just to look. Oh, quick melee is right click. Okay, I assume that's just to like. I probably would have been safer going with the staff in that case. Right, and there's nothing else around here to get. No. What's that? Oh, this is mushrooms.
What in the blazes? Where'd you come from? Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about.
Landing violation, let it go. So I heard. I found one of your teammates holed up in a cave. I mean, that'll get him in trouble, right? Well, no, he said he...
Really? How is he?
Let's call him a
Of course I am.
moron.
I'm a superior officer. Stands to reason, don't it? Just you watch. I'll cross these marauders off with a swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense. I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs some.
Right. Do Spacers 5's choice guards back down from a challenge? I bet you could get these marauders to tell you where the owner of that ship is. Intimidate. Guess I'll have to give you a 0 on my customer satisfaction survey.
Well, sometimes. Management's real good at cost-benefit analysis. But, seeing as I'm the acting manager in this situation, you know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. And it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Here we go. No prisoners! You're gonna suffer! Switching targets! Waste of company ammo.
Fucking laminated. I thought there was another body nearby that I could take. Ooh, let's go up this way. This looks so nice.
Damn marauders are out of control. Not just anyone has chosen to enforce landing regulations, you know? I had to fill out 4 whole forms.
Please be informed that
That's
this
right.
vessel contains no valuable plunder.
Okay.
Marauder, please be informed that ignoring me is dangerous for your health. Smile for my surveillance device, Marauder. I am tracking your every move. Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Please submit yourself to the authorities.
Okay, we'll go and talk to that in a bit.
Intruders are not authorized to access the Unreliable's amenities, including the cargo hold's workbench.
Okay, so we've got a shotgun. Item repair. Keeping your items, gear, in tip-top shape is expected, and something you're carrying needs repair. You can repair weapons and armor on a workbench using weapon and armor parts. Get them from breaking down unwieldy items. Players with engineering skill can repair their gear without a need for a workbench. Repairing on items returns it to 100% durability and full effectiveness. Ready to cause or prevent maximum damage. Okay. What do I need that... What do I have that needs, repaired. Nothing's too bad. Oh, this. The shotgun, okay. Workbench allows you to repair and upgrade and modify your weapons and armor, keeping you combat ready and in tip-top shape at all time. On each screen, first select the weapon or armor that you want to work on, then choose what you want to do to it. Repair it, break it down for parts, modify it with a mod, or tinker to upgrade it. Okay, so how many sentry sabers have I got? Alright, they're all the same, right? That's 100%, that's 100%, that's... Okay. Okay, so... break down the shovel, right? Break down 2 of these. Right, let's repair this. Okay. Now I got to tinker on the shotgun. Oh, I don't have enough bits to do it. Okay. That's fair enough. How many bits do I get for breaking down this? Oh, I got 3 weapons parts. Okay. Yeah, we can worry about breaking down the pistol later on, I guess. Or not breaking it down, but fixing it up. That's a sleep area. What's this? Tossball stick. Sure. Let's have a look at that. Staggers with a 57. His condition. Oh, we'll go and break it down. We'll get 2 weapons powers for it, sure. Can we go up here? Yes, we can. Up there too. Nice. Good bit to explore.
Please be advised that using the respecification machine will not make you a better person.
Character respecification. Choosing to respec refunds all of your spent skill and perk points, then you can spend them in a different way. The price to respec will increase each time you use the machine. No, I'm good with my character so far, I think. Alright, now what's in here?
Marauder, please be informed that the engine room contains nothing of value. Marauder, please be informed this ship does not possess a working power regulator for you to steal.
So I probably need to get a power regulator before I can...
All doors are on security lockdown. Nice try, Marauder.
They are actually all sealed. I guess I have...
informed the ship has no crew for you to murder.
Okay.
Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction.
I'm not here to
I detect an
misappropriate.
elevated heart rate, indicating dishonesty. Please prepare yourself for lethal deterrence. Jettison procedures initiated. Disengage in airlocks. Preparing to eject all boarding parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment. This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne.
Earth Hawthorne's dead. I'm sorry.
I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand? I understand. You are speaking metaphorically. You wandered outside this ship and experienced a permanent, life-changing encounter. The old you is dead. Welcome back, Captain Hawthorne. I extend felicitations and congratulations on your life-changing experience.
Okay, let's push the honest vibe.
You are going undercover with an alias. I will update my discretion protocol accordingly. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced.
Okay.
The settlement of Edgewater is located nearby. I recommend speaking to the administrator of Edgewater and requesting assistance. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new captain's identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand? Thank you. I appreciate your cooperation. Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time. The navigation console is offline at this time, Captain.
Congratulations, you've gained enough experience to go up a level. Open your character ledger to advance your character. Leveling up increases your health points, gives you points to upgrade your skills, as well as gives you access to a new perk every other level. Keep leveling up and you'll be upper management material in no time. Okay. Unlock perks, go to the character page of your ledger and select perks tab to buy your first perk. Okay. Skill improvements. Every time you level up, you earn skill points to spend improving your skills. Spending a skill point on a core skill melee improves all the specialized skills in that group up to a maximum of 30. After 30, you can add points directly to specialized skills up to 100. Or after 50, okay. Every skill improves as it grows, but special unlock bonuses occur every 20 points. Read each skill description to see what they are. Armor, consumables, and status effects can temporarily raise or lower your skills. This helps or hurts skill checks and the skill's passive bonuses, but won't give or take away the skill unlocks. Okay, work diligently, improve yourself, and you too can achieve middle management. Okay, thank you, Auntie Cleo. Right, I've got an extra 1 for persuade. Actually, let's revert a point. Oh. Yeah, let's add to this. And then... Sure, let's add one to defense. Okay. Right. Okay, sure, let's confirm. Combat dialogue abilities. You've unlocked the dialogue combat skill. When attacking the correct type of target, they'll automatically be debilitated. Okay. Nice. Right. Perks. Welcome to the perk selection. On this screen, you can choose which perks to buy with your perk points. You get a new perk point every 2 levels. You can also acquire perk points through gameplay, such as by accepting it, or flow. Acquiring 5 new perks makes the next tier of perks available to you. Auntie wants you to do your best to help her be the very best. Okay, so what have we got for tier 1, right? What perk? Toughness. You've grown healthier in your time outside of stasis. So that will increase base health by 50. Tactical time dilation lasts longer. Surely this is normal. 25% tactical time dilation meter max. Sometimes you're the only person you can trust, and that's okay. You deal increased damage when adventuring alone. Oh. Okay, so you could lone wolf and not bother with the eventual companions you get. Okay, I get that. Strider. Years of Adrena time have left a permanent pep in your step, right? That increases walk speed. Cheetah increases speed, sprint speed. They're not slow, you're just fast. High maintenance. You take better care of your weapons and armor than most people. Plus 25% weapons armor durability loss. Sure. Precision after. Alright, so that increases companion crit chance. After some unsanctioned adjustments, the workbench's sight alignment tool is much more accurate. Right, resilient. You have a base armor rating which adds to any armor you wear. That increases base armor a few bits more. Additional ammo stock on vendors. Additional consumer and general stock on vendors. Vendors and vending machines have affiliated or additional ammo, consumables, and general items available. This effect will happen the next time a vendor or vending machine restocks. Right, increase your maximum carrying capacity by 50 kilograms. Your tactical time dilation meter recharges much faster. That seems like it could be useful. You've become very efficient in transporting goods. Maybe you should have been born a cargo. Unlocked ability to fast travel while encumbered. Maybe that would be a good idea. Maybe. Your companions have a lot to teach you about killing. 50% XP from companion kills. Being a shrewd negotiator, you may cost you some friends, but you can make up for it in bits. Alright, that takes away 20% of vendor prices. Alright, well, we haven't got a companion yet. I don't know how soon we're going to get a companion, so... Maybe the durability would be better, so we have to worry about breaking down things less, which means we don't have to collect everything. Maybe? Okay. Well, we'll purchase that one, I think. We'll see how it goes. Because might need the weapon durability for this next fight that we're going to have whenever we're trying to get this engine regulator, isn't that what it's called?
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, ma'am, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay.
Do I lie? You've got it all wrong. I'm a Starship Safety Inspector. I don't have a job. I don't have a job. I don't want to cause unnecessary fights at the beginning of the game, at least. That can be for our supernova run, whenever we die every 5 seconds.
I'll waive your fee since you helped us with those marauders. If you're looking for work, talk to the constable down in Edgewater. She's got a bounty on marauders. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Okay. Really pretty. Really pretty. Congrats to the team on a job well done with creating a pretty atmosphere. In many ways. Right, am I over encumbered? Or am I crouching? I feel like I'm walking slower than before. Maybe I am over encumbered. I don't think so then, because I guess the backpack is 25 out of 80 up there. I have to find a power regulator. Codex. Okay, get all that. Okay, well, we'll look through the codex another time. On this screen you can see information on your active and completed quests as well as change your currently active quest. So what's this way? Sure. Okay, that went well. Right, sure, let's continue. Hopefully it saved decently close after the previous talking. Okay, so maybe shotgun is needed for that with that fucking big ass gun that she has.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, ma'am, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay. I'll waive
Okay,
your
we'll
fee
just
since you helped us
go with
those
the same line
marauders.
as before.
If you're looking for work, talk to the constable down in Edgewater. She's got a bounty on marauders. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Okay. Yeah, that way. Okay. How many shotgun bullets have I got? Oh, it uses the same. Okay, that's fine. I probably missed that detail already. Okay, we'll go and get that again. So we've got a few of them to deal with. I think. Oh, we'll just go to Edgewater. We'll bash through this part of the main story and hopefully get some more stuff. Kind of nervous after that death now. Pretty. So we've got a Marauder goon here. Two of them. Shit, fuck you, buddy. I'm guessing you gotta collect up to 12 Adrenos, right? Didn't need to do that. I thought maybe collecting would switch it over to something else, but I suppose not. Okay. Is anything up this way? This whole thing's ridiculously beautiful. Ineffective against heavy armor. Oh, okay, so that's what that was. No, sure, we'll take the light pistol and move on from there. Has this guy got any Adreno? And we'll let our health go up. I don't want to waste any more Adreno. I feel I've already wasted too much. Energy cell and heavy ammo. Okay. I mean, what we can do is we could... break it down for parts. Use this up and then go to this one, because it's the same handgun, right? We haven't modified anything yet. Okay, that was a big stutter. Weapon parts. I feel like going down here and seeing what we can get. shit. Cartridge. Armor management. To wear an armor or helmet item, navigate to the item, then select it. You can also manage your armor here, break them down, inspect them, and compare to other armor. Tag them as junk or drop them. Okay, cool. Well, I've got that. The hibernation suit is 3 armor. Oh, we haven't got a helmet on yet. Increases stealth skills by 5. That increases tech skills by 5. Okay, well that increases tech skills by 5 too, okay. Oh, and it's got different conditions to it. It's got a sell value of 14, that's light armor, was it? That was also light. It's all light? Yeah, it's all light, okay. What have we got for helmet going? What did that increase? One-handed melee, so that's the same as that. Okay, so we just have the same helmets the whole way through. Can I swim? No. So this then.
Where'd you come from? Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend. Your pod? What are you on about? You take a bruise to the cranium? Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls. And low prices.
Sure, we'll try and see how the Alex Hawthorne thing
your
goes.
Acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
We'll talk
Definitely
about the
not the
power
junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer? Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see? Quotas, mostly. Got a backlog of graves to fill. Bodies won't bury themselves, you know? Four workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little.
Okay.
He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up. Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad. Yeah?
Ha! Okay, that'd be a thing.
The
Sure,
colony
let's not
ship?
put the hope.
Are you talking about that old rumor? Some great big starship packed full of colonists what got lost in the aether never to be found again? Ain't heard that one since I was but a stripling. Can't say it was terribly convincing far as rumors go. There a reason you asking?
I don't understand what you're saying. Everybody's forgotten about us. Yeah, sure, that'll
Hope's
be...
just a rumor, friend. Ancient rumor at that. Maybe you've been out in the sun too long. Why don't you head over to the cantina? Get yourself some zero-G brew. It's a brew that's good for what ails you. Look, I don't know what's got you caterwauling about Hope this and Colony that, but you need to stop, or there's gonna be trouble.
Yeah, where's
Trouble's
the
in the
trouble in
asking.
asking a question?
Boy, don't much care for folk running their mouths, spreading hoaxes and the like. Frankly, neither do I. Something I can do for you? You run into any trouble?
I haven't. Okay. Quest Trader displays objectives for the active quest. You can change your active quests in the quest log of your ledger. Okay. What is this thing anyway? Is that like... It's a grave digger.
Hey, I saw that.
Oh.
What do you think you're doing?
Before you 40 minutes to get away, lie, nothing at all.
Just don't make more paperwork for me, alright?
Your reputation will factor change if enemies are hostile, but your reputation isn't. Kill on sight. Leaving for a few days will change things. Okay. Use some persuade, gain some XP. Okay, so, okay. Don't know why I was like, you know, can you steal? I thought it was red because of over encumberment. Which is why I pressed X without really thinking about what it meant to steal something right in front of those guys. Okay, can I... Do you want to end your years in luxury and comfort? Do you dream of walking beneath the vaulted arches of Byzantium? Early retirement is finally here. Early retirement is your ticket to Byzantium. Early retirement is Chairman Rockwell and Minister Clark's gift to you. Selection for the early retirement process is by lottery. Winners enjoy an all-expenses paid trip to their new life in Byzantium, the Jewel of Hallison. Okay. Okay, I don't want to create any trouble, so we won't steal stuff. What's this? Ooh, a terminal. Okay, Spacer's Choice. Spacer's Choice handguns bounty counts as a body counts at a discount. Edgewater, Saloon Cannery, a Spacer's Choice property terminal access. Welcome, Junior Inhumer. Messages. Dear reader, your subscription to the Inhumers Association newsletter has expired. We'd like to invite you to renew your subscription. Act now and we'll throw in a copy of our newest publication, Shovels, Gazette and Quarterly. From Spacer's Choice, Human Resources to Spacer's Choice, Junior Inhumer, Emerald Vale Division. Edgewater Cemetery is a property of the Spacer's Choice Company. The Spacer's Choice family takes care of its own from the cradle to the grave. Gravesite plots and headstones are provided by Spacer's Choice at an affordable rate. Comfortable spacious plots, custom engraved headstone and monograms, complimentary eulogy courtesy of the Order of Scientific Inquiry. Let your spirit rest in the privacy of Spacer's Choice brand gravesite. Okay. Burial notice, password required. Sure, we'll hack it and bypass it. Right, burial notice, Theodore Granger. Cause of expiration, industrial accident. Burial status, successfully interred in gravesite 13F. Gravesite fees paid and accounted. Inhumer's addendum. Teddy's corpse is missing a hand. Deducted 5 bits from gravesite fee because I'm a kindly fellow. Okay. So that was that. Cat pills. Yeah, well, this is all stealing stuff, so... As I say, I don't really want to steal anything as of yet. So now where to get some adrenals. Oh, a bypass shot, you say. Sleep in that bed. No mirror. Mag picks. Raising your determination skills unlocks the ability to heal your companions when you activate your inhaler. Okay. Put away my gun in the town.
Heard something outside the walls today.
Nothing for us outside those walls. You ought to know that.
Huh? Carry on. Move along.
Staying long?
So I can't talk to people without bringing out my gun? Spacer's Choice Cantina discovered.
I've been feeling pretty low these days.
Nothing I can do about that. Spacer's Choice takes care of its own.
Staying long?
Somebody's been rambling about some colony ship. Wonder what that's about. We don't get a lot of visitors. Staying long?
Somebody's been rambling about some colony ship. Wonder what that's about.
Okay, so this is the constable.
Another day at the cannery.
Don't go knocking your work. At least we've got work.
Sorry, I got a lot to do.
Never seen you here before. You a visitor? Welcome. On behalf of the Spacer's Choice family, let me welcome you to, where am I again? What? No, I'm Winslow, Lester Winslow. Says so right on my permanent record.
Yeah, just don't
it's
fall on my
fine.
shoes.
I'm only on my 3rd bottle. I don't start heaving up my guts as long as I can count to 3. Company lets me imbibe as much zero-G brew as I can afford. Even gave me a discount on account of my injury. You jealous yet? Yep. Got my mitt stuck in a rotor wheel. Shredded my wrist up real good. Conrad went and sewed up my hand, but I couldn't do much about the pain. Boss was real generous to me, though. Got myself a 5% discount on zero-G brew. After the 2nd bottle, the only pain I feel is emotional. Hey, Conrad's a surgeon. Well, he's a barber. That's like surgery, but for your hair.
Okay.
You read the latest report?
Only the part that said we ain't making our quotas.
If only McDevitt's folk hadn't abandoned us. Cannery could use those extra hands.
Nothing we can do about that.
Sure there is. We can have another zero-G.
Somebody's been rambling about some colony ship. Wonder what that's about.
We don't get a lot of visitors.
I don't know you. Uh-huh. The Unreliable, you say? Never heard of any company supply ship with that particular name. I don't know what you're about, but this here's a Spacer's Choice drinking establishment. We're all loyal, hard-working company folk here. Am I that easy to read? Yeah, we've been having some problems lately. Loyalty issues, lines in the sand. I know where folk in Edgewater stand. But you, I don't know you. If you're gonna have a drink, I'd like to ask that you do it within the premises. Can't have you taking drinks over to those deserters. Traitors. The lot of them. Bunch of folks decided they were tired of working and went out into the wilds to fend for their own selves. Town's already struggling to make quotas, even without that band of slackwits abandoning their posts. Bunch of lazy, shiftless rung leeches. Anyway, enough about them. What can I do for you? Do you now? And what makes you think Mr. Thompson wants to talk to you? He's a busy man. You want to talk to Mr. Thompson, try ignoring your duties. He'll summon you up to that great big tower atop the cannery, and you'll get yourself a proper dressing down. It is a good thing. If you're not pulling your weight, you don't deserve to live here. Simple as that. Go ahead.
What have I told?
I don't see how that's any of your business.
I'm not trying to judge you. I'm just curious. There's no need to be rude.
You're the
Yeah, I'm not
first to
sure.
ask after me in some time. I'll give you that. But I don't have a story to share. My family's worked Spacer's Choice for 2 generations, and I've lived in Edgewater just about all my life. Wanted to work in the sciences once upon a time. Would you believe it? That was a wild fancy. Glad I disabused myself.
Okay.
What happened, you ask? What always happens when you're dreaming? I woke up. I just didn't have the brains for it. Asked too many questions. Wasn't suited to the work. So I did the right thing and worked the life I was always meant to live. Now that I'm behind a bar, I can ask all the questions I want. Important ones. Like, when are you gonna pay your tab? And would you like another round of cold, refreshing 0G? Don't talk to me that way, please. Spent many years disabusing myself of that notion. Don't need you putting it back in my head. Lab work ain't for me. Never was. Never will be. Spacer's Choice put me where I belong, and for that, I am grateful. What's wrong with that? It's good, honest work. Pots and pans don't scrub themselves. Glasses don't fill themselves either. Unless you're in Byzantium. I hear everything's automated there. Not that I'll ever find out. They did. They gave me a life. Gave me a purpose. This is where I belong. Not so fast. I told you about my life. Your turn to tell me about yours. So, what's your story? That right? Prove it.
Okay, so I'm the last survivor of the colony ship Hope. Everyone else is frozen. A crazy scientist stranded me on this planet with no way out other than a broken down ship. Alien spirit of pure aether, inhabiting a human body to learn about kind.
Ah, I know that serial drama. They were playing it just the other night. What was it called? The Last Spacer? You're right. I don't believe you. I'd advise you to keep that story unsaid. Don't want people thinking you're a loon. Ugh, is this the start of a joke? If you want me to laugh at your jokes, it's a 3-drink minimum. Look, I don't know what you're blathering about. If you took a blow to your skull, you really should settle down with some 0G. Anyhow, whatever happens outside the walls is not my business. Only deserters and marauders wander out there, and I cannot tell you which I revile more. My world is these 4 walls, that door, and a row of mugs that need cleaning. Let me make something clear. Spacer's Choice has been real good to me. The town's been real good to me. I start gallivanting around outside the walls, poking around in places I shouldn't be, learning things I've got no right to know. People will talk. Won't ever catch me asking about the world outside. Else the town's gonna say Amelia's gone soft. That Amelia's pondering desertion. I don't want that. There you go with that thinking again. Didn't anyone ever tell you it's dangerous? I've said enough. People come here to drink their problems away. If they wanted to face their problems, they'd go see our vicar. Plague got you feeling woozy? Get yourself boozy with Spacer's Choice. Go ahead. Suppose I did. Ready to talk about it? What's there to figure out? Stands to reason you work for a company. You ain't Spacer's Choice. Could be you're with Auntie Cleo. Don't see what a Cleo worker's doing in Spacer country. Trying to eyeball the competition, are we? Well, good luck trying to figure yourself out. Sounds like you'll need it. You try.
Okay. Alright, I think we've got plenty out of her now. What else seems to have gone?
Hey, it's the visitor. Come back for another round? Numb to the bone thanks to Zero G Brew. Zero G Brew. It's an ale that's good for what ails you.
If you're falling sick, I don't want you near me.
Don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you.
It's not the best choice, it's Spacer's Choice. And before you ask, I'm all out of deluxe salt tuna. All I've got is gourmet. You ought to go have a talk with the boss, Reed Thompson. He's up in his tower above the cannery. Go right ahead. What, you mean Edgewater? That's a peculiar question. This a test? Am I being tested right now? It's, fine and dandy. Couldn't be happier. Wouldn't want to spend my life working anywhere else. Prettiest little town on Terra 2.
Okay, the blister on my ass is pretty
Do us both a favor and don't try to prove your point. I don't get paid for banter. Was there something you needed? Go right ahead. Other than yourself? Definitely the vicar. Don't get me wrong. He seems a decent man, cut from church cloth, knows his scriptures. But there's something about him that bothers me. Like he's not one of us. Sometimes I suspect he doesn't even want to be here. Plague? I don't know anything about a plague. We are the very picture of hot-blooded physical vigor.
Where's the mic? We're back to working again. Yeah, it is okay. Apologies. Okay, you done being illusion, or should I wait? Is there a reason to feel like you have to hide what's going on?
You have got the wrong idea about me. I've got nothing that needs hiding. Some of us who get sick are liable to exaggerate the conditions of that sickness, but the fact is, if you work hard, you have got no cause to worry.
Okay.
Survival of the fittest. It ain't just the law of nature, it's company policy. Medical treatment is commensurate with our value to society. Spacer's Choice will dispense medicine for the indispensable worker. Natural selection at work. It is better than fair. It's company policy. Listen, you mind if we talk about something else? Rambling about company policy gets me feeling all lightheaded.
Poor guy. Okay. Right. I'm gonna save it there, and we will come back. If I load back here, will I be at this exact point? Hopefully. Yeah, okay. Right, so we've got a feel for the world and that kind of thing. I will be back in a few hours to play. I need to go shopping and that, and do stuff IRL and that kind of thing, but I will be back in a few hours. Okay. Back later. Cheers! Really enjoying it. Really, it's some really pretty stuff too.